I'm Kit, and this is Caleb.
And we're the Trophy Bros.
Welcome to our podcast.
Listen as we share our crazy,
Off the wall,
and oftentimes ridiculous thoughts.
enjoy the episode.
Well, welcome back to this episode of Trophy Bros, and we're going to be talking about Easter.
Where my peeps at?
Where are my peeps?
Where my peeps at?
So today is Easter. We're filming it, doing this actually on Easter.
Easter Sunday.
Easter Sunday. How was your Easter Sunday?
It's been good so far. Yeah, we had the traditional ham and went to church this morning, got all dressed up in our Easter best. Everybody in our family wore blue.
They get new dresses and shirts?
Everybody but me.
Same here.
Yeah.
I didn't get a new shirt, but
Yeah.
everybody else got something new.
You go for the outfit, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, I know this is kind of off the subject, but I'm pretty proud of myself. I brought some new shorts like 2 weeks ago, and they were already too big. So
Yeah.
I'm pretty happy about that.
Yeah, you're losing the weight, dude.
I am. So
That's awesome. Well, one of the very first things that we jumped into, we're talking about Easter stuff. And so I've always wondered why we have kind of a Easter bunny. Why is rabbit kind of the Easter mascot for Easter?
I was kind of in like, I really don't know kind of mood, I'm like, and so I kind of looked it up, and what I can gather, it started back in the 16th century in Germany as an old folklore type deal. But other than that, that's all I know.
Man, I'm thinking like there's a lot of other things like I would rather have for like Easter. I don't know, like why not a Easter horse? Why not like a
As
Easter
far as
dragon?
I know, rabbits don't lay eggs either.
No.
So it's like, it's super weird.
And I know rabbit isn't the only kind of mascot. I know we have chickens and stuff like that, like the baby
Ducks,
chick
yeah.
and stuff like that. But and I know the kind of the significant behind the baby chicks and the egg and stuff like that. It's like new birth and it's the Christian idea of the being born again, the salvation that Christ gives us and all that. And
That's
I'm sure
the egg part, but
yeah.
like I said, I don't know where the rabbit comes into play.
Yeah, I don't either. I guess there was like an abundance. I guess maybe the rabbits reproduce so quickly.
Fast.
Yeah, so quickly.
Maybe.
Yeah. Have you ever eaten rabbit?
I have once.
Yeah.
Once. It was a while ago, and so it's very tender.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's got to be cooked right.
Maybe that's what they like the very first pilgrims celebrated. They celebrated Easter by eating rabbits, and maybe that's like the traditional, like turkeys.
Mine was in
Thanksgiving.
like a stew type, so it was kind of mixed with a bunch of other stuff. So
yeah, I've had rabbit several times on one occasion. Like I went on a mission trip to Haiti, and so I remember flying in. I did my research before I went on this mission trip, and I learned a bunch about the culture of Haiti. We flew into Port-au-Prince, which is the capital, and so I learned like the national religion is voodoo.
Oh wow!
And so going in, I'm thinking like all the witchcraft and all this other stuff. And
when you say voodoo, I think of Scooby Doo. Oh no, that's so childish.
Oh, I'm thinking of witch doctors and stuff like that. I'm thinking like Weekend at Bernie's and stuff like that. But I had friends of mine who had gone on a mission trip similar to that, and like they camped out like outside of a church that they were rebuilding and stuff like that, and they fell asleep outside under the stars, and they had some voodoo witch doctors that came over and like prayed over, like did some stuff over them, and like one guy was asleep while they were doing. One of them pretended like they were asleep, and they did like a little ceremony over, and one guy like slept through it, and he like woke up the next morning. He said he felt like it was like the pit of hell, like he just had like all these weird crazy dreams going on. And so like my very first night, we stayed in a nice place. The very first night we stayed at like a pastor's house, and I woke up like at 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning, and I heard a blood curdling scream.
Oh man!
And
Yeah,
instantly,
those rabbits can whine, dude.
I instantly thought there's like a human sacrifice going on, and I'm like I shot up out of my bed. I'm like, what's going on? There is some little girl being sacrificed, and some voodoo witch doctors thing going on here. And that's what my mind went to. And then I get up and go down for breakfast about 2 hours later at 6 o'clock in the morning, and we had rabbit for breakfast.
How'd you have rabbit for breakfast?
We had rabbit for breakfast
Like
with
in a
like
burrito?
rice. No, we just had like rabbit, like it was like almost like chicken, like bone-in chicken. Only it was like a leg of a rabbit on rice, bed of rice.
Wow.
And then like some pineapple and stuff like that. It was weird, but I mean it was good. But it was just like
Has to be a lot of rabbits though to do it that way.
Yeah, I really I was kind of relieved that it wasn't like a little girl. Like, yeah, it scared me. Like, I was like, okay.
Oh, thank goodness.
I was like, man. But yeah, it was weird. Like, I didn't know how I was going to feel about it, like, until I finally got that. But yeah, so yeah, that's my kind of experience with rabbit meat.
Yeah, like I said, I've only had it once, and it was in stew. So
Yeah. All right, so with it being Easter, all kinds of Easter candy, all kinds of Easter egg hunts and stuff like that. So what is the best Easter candy? I would have to say for myself, it would have to be the Starburst jelly beans.
Yeah, I was in the toss-up between jelly beans and Tootsie Rolls.
It has to be the Starburst jelly beans, though. It can't be like none of that.
Sure.
None of that spice jelly beans, like
No.
like
my wife, she loves like the popcorn flavored jelly beans.
no!
Oh man, those are awful too.
The,
Just the smell alone makes me want to.
like the Jelly Belly, like
No.
like I don't even want like I like Dr. Pepper and like the Dr. Pepper Jelly Bellies. I don't like.
Nope.
It has to be the Starburst jelly beans.
Yeah.
Like even like I did a prank on some of my students one year. We did like the Harry Potter jelly beans.
Yeah.
And it was like one of those that was like booger flavored. It was like the Bean Boozled one, like the Bean Boozled ones, to where one of them's going to be like watermelon and the other one's going to be like
Sardine flavored.
Yeah. So I'm very leery of those. It has to be Starburst.
Yeah, Starburst for sure. I would say I'm a big Twizzlers guy, so I like Twizzlers.
Yeah.
But then again, I like the Sour Patch Kids.
Yeah.
They have the miniature ones for the, that you can stuff inside the eggs.
Yeah. I think if I eat too much Sour Patch Kids, my tongue gets raw and stuff like that.
Skittles is always a good choice.
Yeah, here's the thing I like about Skittles, and shout out to my brother. He does the freeze dries.
Oh, man. We've got Caden some for Easter.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
And the the Nerd Cluster ones.
Yeah.
Those are good too.
Yeah, my brother does those.
The freeze-dried candy just in general, most of them are like pretty legit.
Yeah, dude.
The only one I don't like are like the gummy worms. They're too much like Cheetos to me.
Yeah, I haven't had those.
But they're like Cheetos, but they're just flavored.
Yeah.
Gummy worm flavored. You're like, this texture just isn't right.
Yeah. I saw somewhere where somebody did like Little Debbie like zebra cakes. They freeze dried those.
So the Craze has a bunch of selection since we couldn't get them delivered because of the FDA stuff.
Yeah.
But we went down to the Craze and they had a freeze dried Twinkie.
Yeah.
And I almost bought it for Caden since he loves Twinkies so much, but I know he's a big Skittle freeze dried fanatic right now. But man, they have a great selection down there.
Yeah.
You might want to check that out.
Yeah, they're good. Well, I love those things, but
Peeps are awful.
Peeps are.
I'm not a big Peep fan, and I'm not looking forward to the challenge that we're about to have go down. But
well, here's the deal for me. I'm not a Peeps person at all, but every year, even as an adult, my in-laws always give me and my wife an Easter basket. I say Easter basket. It's like a bag with just
laundry
a hand
detergent.
No, it's
that
not.
would be great though.
That would be great.
Like just
very
household
very practical things. That would be great. Like even just like a gift card, like to like Chicken E or Chick-fil-A would be great.
Like give me a basket, put some laundry detergent in there, some trash bags, something that I could use.
Yeah. No, but they give me Peeps and Cadbury eggs and maybe like a Reese's egg or something like that.
Cadbury eggs?
Yeah.
I'm not
But
a big
here's the
Cadbury
deal.
egg fan.
I've been married to their daughter for over 20 years. And they know that I do not like Peeps.
But you get it every year.
I get them every year. And they know that their daughter is going to get it. And they continue to give them to me. And they give us the same amount. Like, so she gets a box of Peeps. She gets 2 Cadbury eggs. I get a box of Peeps, and I get 2 Cadbury eggs. And so basically, she gets 2 boxes of Peeps. She gets 2 Peeps, and I get one Cadbury egg because she's inevitably going to eat one of my Cadbury eggs too. So that's how that works.
Well, isn't that marriage?
Yes. But I'm like, come on, mammy. Come on, pappy. You know how this works.
Yeah.
Like, help her brother out.
You might as well just put it all in her bag.
You know I'm your favorite son-in-law. Like, just work with me here.
I know.
So
I'm the favorite too. We set the bar high.
I know, man. So, but no, I just come to expect it.
Oh yeah.
I would have given it to her anyway. They know that, so that's why they probably just do that. So, but yeah. So here's the deal: we're gonna challenge, and so I gotta wrap myself out because
I think he's just pulling my leg and don't want to do it since he hates Peeps.
no.
Yep.
So I had some dental work done, and so I would do it totally, but I had a crown done, and it's a temporary crown. So my Dr. Baum told me I couldn't. Shout out Dr. Baum if you're watching this.
Sponsorship be nice, Dr. Baum.
Yeah, so like, sponsor this so I don't have to pay my dental bill. Yep, you know what I'm talking about. I'll hit you up on April 25th. But I can't do this. But we're gonna do a Chubby Bunny challenge with Peeps, and so
Chubby Bunny.
it's gonna be Mr. Kit right here, and he's gonna challenge. He has challenged my son, who was formerly on our podcast, Curry Crouch, and we have some different flavors of Peeps. We're gonna pull them up here. We got Reese's Treats Peeps right here, and that's gonna be Curry's.
Throwing them down like crazy.
And then Kit's gonna do the fruit punch flavor.
I'm doing the fruit punch flavor.
So I'm gonna get up and let Curry get on in here.
Mind you, there's 10 chicks in each package. I don't know how I'm going to get 10 chicks in this package. Did you bring your sack over here?
My sack? No. Well,
Oh my
it's over here.
goodness.
It's over here. It's right here. It's right here.
Yeah, I got mine right here.
It's right
Yeah,
here.
mine,
I got it. Am I sitting in the middle?
Yeah, you're sitting in the middle. Duh. Act like this is your podcast here, trying to take over.
All right. So here we go.
I don't know why you're trying to take over, Curry.
All right. We're going to go one at a time.
One at a time? I thought we were going to like stick one, say it, then he has to stick one and say
That's
it.
what I'm saying.
Oh.
Do y'all want to go?
Me too.
Do you want to go 2 Peeps at a time, just so it goes a little bit
This
faster?
looks
Awful. Daunting already.
My gosh. Why did I sign up for this?
So, hey, I think the fruit punch ones probably may taste a little bit better.
Yeah, it's not as pure as sugar.
Well, they're all
It
pure.
does smell good though. What does yours smell like? Does it smell like Rice Krispie treats?
It's crispy treats all the way.
Oh, it does.
Let me see.
This
Oh, that's gonna be.
Yeah, look at that.
I'll let you go first since you're the guest.
So gracious.
I know.
All right.
I know. I try.
You gotta say, Chip, you can't swallow it.
eat it. You can't make it go smaller.
Like it helps, like if you shove it inside your cheek. There you go.
Gosh,
That's one. Chubby Bunny. There you go.
Oh.
Chubby Bunny.
All right, there you
I'm
go.
not gonna make it.
That's y'all just got one.
I know. And look at my cheek already. These are bigger than the regular marshmallows. All the sugar's already coming off.
This is like I've already paid for your braces too. So this is like I don't know. I'm second guessing this. These are cavities.
Chubby Bunny.
Is that 2 for you, Kit? That's just
No. I don't have a very big mouth. Even though I talk a lot.
yell a lot.
I feel like my fingers are going to be dyed red.
Oh my god.
What?
He said Chubby Bunny.
And they're disintegrating. I didn't feel it coming out my mouth.
They're gonna start shooting down your nose like a Play-Doh.
It's going to be red.
Oh my.
Oh my god. Chubby Bunny.
There's 3.
What are you doing? You better not be gagging.
All right, watch out now.
I need some paper towels.
No, come on, say it. Come on. Take a breath. Take a breath. Oh,
Did you quit? So all I gotta do is one more, huh?
Yeah.
that's all you gotta do is one more. But can you do it though?
I tried to talk and it
Look
was
who
like
you're talking to.
it was closing my airway. It was whenever I opened my mouth to talk, it slid down my throat, trying to choke me out.
Uh-oh.
Chubby Bunny.
Hey, you.
Hey, don't just go. You got to go until you can't go no more. Yeah, you do. Come on, keep going. Keep going.
This is stupid.
That's 4. Come on, can you go 5?
Never eating Peeps.
Come on.
Well, hold on. I'm gonna get it situated.
You gotta get it situated.
Situated.
Watch out now.
Oh, no.
This is a clean podcast here. We don't use explicit words.
Situated.
Watch out.
What do you think I'm saying?
I don't know. I'm not allowed to repeat some of those.
Oh man, my fingers are so nasty.
Is it considered cheating if you like cram them, like compact it?
I tried that.
He tried that and he lost.
Because once you get it in there, they just expand and it makes it worse.
Come on.
I'm telling you, it makes you gag.
All right. Get 1. I don't know if you consider yourself a winner though.
What do I win?
Well, you win the
bragging rights?
bragging rights of being Chubby Bunny Peeps winner. All right.
Curry, would you be a sweetheart and bring me a paper towel when you leave? Thank you, sir. Oh, that was awful. We can auction off these Peeps. Yeah.
Yeah.
Gave you
Boom. All right. So, would you say
Look at my
Peeps
fingers.
are Peeps now your favorite?
Absolutely not. They are.
Would you say that they're your least favorite, even more so now?
Thank you, sir. Oh, absolutely. I hate Peeps. Just the
Even-
amount of sugar.
Even more.
I mean, it's already a sugary marshmallow. Then they coat it in sugar.
Did the flavoring help it though?
No.
No. Oh,
Now my fingers are red.
you'll be all right.
Thanks.
You'll be all right. Do you like marshmallows without Peeps though?
Sometimes I'm not a big marshmallow guy, but sometimes, especially when they're roasted, I
You-
like roasted.
Like s'mores?
Yeah, but it's got to be lightly roasted. I don't like the burnt marshmallows.
Yeah. Like when
Brown, good. Black,
it like drives me nuts. Like when we go like camping or something, and or like even like when our families hang out around a campfire and we're doing s'mores, and you get kids and they think they know what they're doing, cooking marshmallows.
Get us the minutes. That's all I can think of all the
Oh
time.
my gosh! And then they think it's like, oh, I love my marshmallows burnt.
So black.
I'm like, dude, you don't know what you're doing.
No, absolutely not.
You're probably giving yourself cancer.
I do a slow rotisserie style.
Oh yeah,
Get it nice and toasty brown.
almost to where it just falls off.
Yeah. Oh, like the outer shell?
Yeah,
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. That's the best.
yeah.
What's your candy that you put on your s'more, though?
Like what? Like a Hershey bar type thing?
Yeah. Are you just the original?
Like peanut butter cup.
Dude, that changed the s'more game for me. Putting the Reese's peanut butter cup on it, huge difference.
Like what? Like the big cup, or like just a regular?
Just a regular Reese's peanut butter cup.
Yeah.
Everyone, oh, I got the Hershey bar.
What about a Kit Kat though?
I just, there's too much crunch with the graham cracker and the Kit Kat. There's too much crunch.
Yeah. What else?
I've
could
tried
you
it. I've tried it.
do? Yeah.
We've tried it a lot. We've tried the cookies and cream Hershey bar,
Yeah.
and it's okay. But the
Yeah.
Reese's, man, that was a game changer.
What about a Mr. Goodbar?
Never tried it, but I'm assuming that would be the same as Hershey almonds almost.
Yeah. Yeah. I will say the peanut butter cup is like the jam.
Oh yeah, it's a game changer.
Yeah.
If you haven't tried it, I highly recommend it.
Yeah. Anytime I see a kid though with roasted marshmallows and they catch them on fire though, I do think like Dennis the Menace, and I freak out like, and they do.
Exactly.
And I'm like, you you're about to catch some grandma's blue hair on fire, or you're about to catch some hippie's tent on fire.
Yes, exactly.
I mean, it's about to burn the forest down. Smokey the Bear is going to be coming at you hardcore.
Yeah, for sure.
But- But we celebrate Easter, and there's eggs all over the place. Like today, we did egg hunt. You guys did egg hunt.
Big ones.
And man, we had, like we do a thing with our students as a fundraiser. It's Egg My Yard, and we did one house to where they had 120 eggs just at one house.
Yeah. Thank y'all for that too.
And so for some of them, I mean, we do for eggs. Why eggs though? I mean, I get. I mean, we talked about it
We
earlier.
kind of touched on it. The rebirth and all
Yeah.
that, and so. But do you know why they dye them?
No.
I looked this up earlier. I thought it was pretty cool. So, during Holy Week back in the day,
Yeah.
you were not supposed to eat animals or anything that animals produced. And so when the chicken laid the eggs during Holy Week, they would dye them to keep the eggs separated. So they wouldn't eat the Holy Week egg. That's why they were dyed.
Okay. So you could eat the dyed egg though?
No, you couldn't
Okay.
because it was holy.
Okay.
Holy eggs. Seriously.
Okay. That's all right. So did they do all the kind of designs and stuff?
No,
though?
they just
They just dyed them a different color.
Yep.
So we got creative and started doing all the zigzags and all
Yeah.
that kind of stuff.
that's why they did it though. That way they wouldn't eat during Holy Week
Yeah.
production.
Have
So
you?
I guess if they had eggs before Holy Week,
Yeah.
maybe they could eat them. I don't know.
Have you ever done like the old school dye?
When I was younger, we did all the time.
Yeah.
All the time.
Did you hard boil your eggs?
Yes, and I don't like hard-boiled eggs whatsoever. They stink.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, they stink.
Dude, I remember doing hard boiled eggs. Like we had some families that we grew up with and going over to one of our family's friends' houses and doing it. And it stunk like sulfur like crazy.
Oh man, they're awful.
Just boil them first and then like doing the different colors. And then it was like always a ugly mess. Like, and then like your hands, like there would be like, I remember being like 4 or 5 years old. And then for some reason, like my parents and all of our moms would get together and we'd have like kids play date type thing. And then all of us kids would always come back and our entire hands would be
all green.
yeah, it would start off cool, like being one color, but then by the end of the play date, like our hands would be brown because our hand had been in every single color.
Yeah.
Like, and it would be like all the way up to our elbow by the end, and then we'd have some poor housewife in tears by the end of the play date because her new
dye everywhere.
carpet had dye all over it.
And it was white carpet
Yeah.
back then,
Yeah, bless her heart. But yeah, and I remember doing that. And here's the thing, though, I've always wondered this. So they're Easter eggs, they're hard-boiled eggs. Is it okay to eat them? I mean, is that blasphemy? I'm just wondering. And then if it's okay to eat them, and then how long past Easter can you eat them?
I don't know, man.
I mean,
I don't eat hard-boiled eggs, so when I find them, and after, like when I did find them, I would chunk them and just let them explode on some rocks, whatever I could find.
I'm just wondering, like, what's the
But
shelf life?
I do remember, like, my grandpa finding one, or getting one out of our baskets and just sitting there peeling it off and starting eating it out in the yard. I was like, how long has that been outside?
Yeah, like what is a shelf life for a hard-boiled egg? Like I remember coming back like years, like
I don't know.
seeing
I'm gonna
them,
look it up though now.
seeing them and hunting them, and then coming back in and like for maybe like 4 or 5 days after we had Easter egg hunt, and seeing like these eggs in the carton in my refrigerator growing up. I'm like, how? Like what's going on? Like, are we gonna have like Easter deviled eggs like for dinner?
Well, Google says they're good up to 7 days,
That's crazy. I don't know if I trust it.
but they got to be in the refrigerator.
But after they've been outside, like who knows what's going on with that though?
I don't know.
Like what if they're farm fresh boiled eggs? Well,
Mm-hmm.
because if they're farm fresh, don't they like have some special kind of?
They had the bloom.
I'm just
The only
saying.
reason why I know is because we're like looking at getting chickens.
Well,
So I've been doing some research.
that's crazy, man. I don't know. That's just crazy. I don't know if I'd do that. But which is better? Which is better, a Reese's egg or a Cadbury cream egg?
Oh, Reese's. Dude, I'm not a big Cadbury fan. I'm just not.
Well, I asked this question this morning in Sunday school.
I just don't. Ugh.
So I had some this morning in Sunday school. I asked this question and had somebody say, "Well, yeah, the Cadbury looks like you're actually eating an egg yolk or something. Like the white stuff looks like it's the real like a real egg." I'm like, "No, it's not." And it was an adult who said that. I'm like, "How old are you?"
Who said that?
I don't want to throw them under the bus. It was a guy.
Oh, there was 2 of them in there. 3 of them.
It was a guy that doesn't have the most facial hair.
Okay. He would say that.
Well, there's only 2 other ones left.
He would say that.
But I'm just saying.
I don't agree with you.
But
you know who you are.
My wife loves the Cadbury. It's a toss-up, though. She loves Cadbury ones, but she also loves Reese's. So
see, we could roast a marshmallow and put it on a Reese's egg.
Yeah. I'm
know.
still just not a marshmallow guy.
Roasted marshmallow is what I said, though.
Yeah.
Not a regular marshmallow.
Yeah.
No, Cadbury, no. No.
No, I mean, here's for me. I want to know who created and developed like the reusable plastic Easter egg, though.
I know, genius.
Yeah, because I remember growing up. Like I remember we lived in Tennessee. Like when I was in like kindergarten and preschool, growing up, and we had like this massive egg hunt at our church. And I remember this, we would go to like somebody's property that had like acres and acres, and we had like children in our children's ministry, like probably 150. And we did like this massive egg hunt. And we had this one guy that we'd go egg hunting, and it was like he was laying Easter eggs. Like we'd find all these Easter eggs. We'd be hunting and hunting and hunting, couldn't find any. And then he would sit down somewhere, and then he'd get up and there'd be 3 eggs. And so we would just follow this guy around, and he was like laying Easter eggs. And so we just
sprinkling them out, huh?
Yeah, like we thought he was magical. Like, I mean, so ever since then, I was like, I'm going to be that guy. I'm going to be that guy. So like today when we were putting out Easter eggs, I was that guy.
You were sprinkling eggs around?
Yeah, I kept a couple in my pocket. And so when they were out, I was like, hey, I think I might have missed some over here.
We probably had about 150 eggs we had to hide.
Yeah.
For our little group, and you know, our in-laws and their friends, they like to put money in their eggs, and so the kids were pretty stoked. And so yeah, it was.
Like how much money do you put in egg?
I don't put any money in my eggs.
Well, I'm just saying, how much money is?
But I know there's some eggs that had $20 bills in there. Yeah. $10 bills, $5 bills.
Were they all found?
Golden dollar? I don't know.
Golden dollars?
Golden dollars. $2 bills. There were some $2 bills in there today. 50-cent pieces. So,
Gold doubloons.
You know, that was kind of Shelly's cool thing that she used to do. Shelly's, passed away, but she would get all those stuff from the bank, like the $2 bills and the 50-cent pieces. And stuff that, it's kind of like a lost art tradition kind of in the currency realm. Yeah. And so Shelly would kind of do that for the kids on Easter, and so Leslie and Owen both kind of did that, and it was just cool to see it kept going. And it is cool. And the kids really enjoy, like, oh, look at this coin, like, because it's something that they don't see every day, and so it was pretty sweet moment there.
That is cool, man. We're the complete opposite. We'd put like cat food in ours. And they were like, hey, that's edible. Why don't you try it? Yeah. And that's pretty cool.
That's what Colin's got. She got like the stars and the yogurt melts. Yeah. And so,
that is cool. Yeah. We've done like coins and stuff like that. My father-in-law, because we did it last year out at their house, and he said, yeah, I was mowing just like couple of days ago and found $2.50 worth of money in eggs. Yeah. Just because.
Well, that's what Owen said. Owen said when I mowed, because we did it. You've been out to his property from the silos down to where the deer feeder is down there at the fence. Yeah. We did that whole pasture, and so it was a little overgrown. It's probably a little over your ankle, so it was really good at hiding eggs. Yeah. And so he's like, I'm just gonna have to mow slow because they probably forgot some money eggs out there.
Yeah. Like trashing out like a $5 bill.
Right.
Like you can only tape a $5 bill so many times before they'll accept it again.
Well, you can take it to as long as it's got the serial number, the bank will exchange it for you.
Wow.
It doesn't matter. If it's just the serial number, they'll exchange it.
Yeah.
Because I've done that quite a few times on my mower.
Yeah.
So.
Well, that's cool. Well, have you ever? I'm looking at all of like I think of like we've already talked about the Cadbury eggs and Reese's eggs and stuff like that. Reese's always comes out with like a new, like modern commercial, but like the Cadbury eggs commercial has never changed.
Never changed.
Like decades, it's like the same. Like we're gonna audition for the Cadbury bunny, and it's like the lion, roar.
Yeah.
It's like the camel,
Yeah. It's always
the ostrich. I mean,
But I guess if it's worked, why change it?
yeah.
So, I mean, that's kind of my philosophy.
I mean, but it's like all these crazy things. Like Easter. I think so many times we get it so commercialized, and we lose track of what it really is about.
Oh, absolutely.
And I think our culture does that big time. We commercialize and we try to make a buck out of anything, and we forget the true meaning of Easter and what we celebrate it for. And we know what it is, and it's about Jesus Christ dying on the cross for our sins. And so for us to come back and to bring that back, it's not about the pretty dresses and the haircuts and the shirts and flowers and all those things, which those things are great. There's nothing wrong with those things. But to remember that the reason is to celebrate Christ and the salvation that we get through his sacrifice for us. And Easter, I mean, we could always get caught up in wondering why Easter moves around. I mean, I wonder that too. And it's the phases of the moon, and I don't know what all that is.
I don't either.
I always just have to go by what Walmart says, Like, all right, Peeps are out. It's Easter time.
It's time.
Yeah, so, but that's all I got. I mean, you have anything else?
I think that Easter is kind of set at the perfect time of the year. Like you see all the trees blooming. I mean, they're losing all that nasty stuff because they're just blooming, and it's like we've talked about, it's the rebirth, and so to see, especially here in the state of Texas, just everything kind of being rebirthed, the trees, the grass is coming back, the plants and everything. And it kind of just puts the whole picture into show, kind of like, winter's gone and all the dead stuff, and here we are starting over. And then, I mean, and that's, ultimately that's what our relationship with Christ should be. Yeah. Is, leave all the old stuff behind. Let's be reborn and see the fruition of it. So,
absolutely.
So, and like you said, because, why is Easter celebrated right now and at the start of springtime? You know what I mean? Like, why isn't it some other time of the year? And so I think it just kind of ties in with what your relationship's supposed to be like. So,
yep, absolutely.
But yeah, no, that's all I got, man.
Well, all right. Well, like I said, like we do every episode, always.
Always.
We always end with an episode. So we always end with a win. And for me, with it being Easter, my win is that he is risen. He is risen indeed, because it is Easter, and that is the win for me. And I think it's safe to say that's probably a good win for you too.
Oh, absolutely.
So,
and, 5 out of the 6 of us have accepted Jesus, and so that's always great.
Yeah.
My youngest one's coming. She's coming, but she's just too young.
Yeah, she's young.
So
she'll get there.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Well, I think that's it for this episode. Our next episode, just to kind of give you a little taste of what it's going to be, it's entitled "Every Day I'm Hustling." So it's talking about hustle. What's your hustle? And so that is going to be what we're talking about next time. So be on the lookout. Catch us next time.
See y'all.
Thank you for listening to Trophy Bros.
You can reach us through email at trophybrospodcast@gmail.com.
Make sure to also check us out on Facebook.
And if you like our podcast, make sure to like, share, follow, and rate us.
We're the Trophy Bros, and we'll catch you next time.
See ya.